Well, hello there, boys and girls of YouTube land. My name is John and Ellie, and I'm back at you today with another beer review. And what I'm looking at is Genesee Cream Ale. I did not think I could find this beer in my area anymore, and I was so relieved when I found this place pretty close by, actually, that has 30 packs of all of the Genesee beers, um, the year-round Genesee beers, the Genesee Light, the regular Genesee, the Genesee Ice, which is also really good, and of course the Genesee Cream Ale, which is really their most popular beer, I think. It does really well, and the distribution is actually pretty good. It is brewed in Rochester, New York. Um, it says New York's oldest brewery, founded in 1878. Well, this particular beer was introduced in 1960. It is 5.2% alcohol and 12 IBUs. And I have had this beer many, many times. Um, and it's so well priced too. I've never seen the 30 packs of the cream ale. I used to have to buy it in the 6-pack configuration, but I bought a 30 pack of the Jenny Cream Ale for $13.99, which is an amazing value for this beer. So Genesee is actually owned by Florida Ice and Farm, I believe is the name of the company, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually a Costa Rican company, or comes from Costa Rica. I'm not really sure the details about that. But anyway, this beer has actually done well in competition. It has won multiple awards at both the Great American Beer Festival and the World Beer Cup over the years. So this beer has done well. I didn't even bother looking at the reviews on Rate Beer, Beer Advocate for this one. This is just kind of a impromptu review. I was debating on whether or not I should post a video today. I did a hangout earlier. It is kind of late here, so this is going to be my last beer for the evening. I've only had, I think I had maybe 3 beers earlier. So anyway, it poured really nicely. You got a nice creamy white head, about a 2-finger head. It's a nice golden appearance. Um, some streaming bubbles going up the glass, but nothing crazy with the carbonation. So let's get an aroma on this bad boy. It smells malty. You get some barley malt, maybe some grain, some indistinguishable grain. I don't know if this is corn adjunct or what. I'm not really sure. I probably should have done a little bit more research before I did this review, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it today. It's a long day at work. I worked about 9.5 hours today, so when I got home, the last thing I really wanted to do was get on the computer and start looking up random beer facts. As much as I enjoy doing that, I was not in the mood for that this evening. So, I think this will definitely be better than the Kona beer that I had earlier on Massachusetts Beer Reviews, Kona Brewing Examination. I was just so underwhelmed by that beer. I bought a 6-pack, so I will be posting a solo review of that in the next day or two. But I think I'm going to enjoy this Genesee Cream Ale much more than that Kona Longboard. So without further ado, cheers, guys. Get into this thing. Very delightful. Um, Barley malt, it is sweet. It's bready in the middle of the sip, bready, biscuity. It's lightly carbonated to maybe medium, but the carbonation, it's not super prickly like I get with a lot of other beers. Cream ale, it does have a creamy mouthfeel to it. Very, very pleasant mouthfeel. Although it is still light bodied. When I say creamy, some people might think, oh, well, it's maybe a syrupy or a heavier beer. Not at all. If anything, it kind of makes it easier to drink with that creamy mouthfeel. And of course, it finishes super crisp, clean, and refreshing. It is pretty dry on the finish as well. Yeah, I was so happy to be able to find this beer. And for $13.99, a 30 pack of 12-ounce cans, you cannot beat that value. Um, I think this is an excellently made cream ale. I really haven't had too many cream ales. I have had the Shiner Homespun, which that was much more inferior to this. Um, I have had one or two other ones. The names escape me at this moment, but I can honestly say that this is my favorite cream ale beer. And it's the cheapest one of the cream ales that I've tried. So let me get one more sip and I'll go ahead and give you guys a rating. This is an excellent cream ale. It's definitely in the A range. I think I'm going to go 96 out of 100. I think it is excellent. Um, and it's a little bit better than 95 out of 100, which is just kind of like right in that solid A range. It's a little bit better than a solid A, but it's not bordering on world class. But it's definitely an excellent, excellent beer. I highly recommend that you go out and try it. If you can buy a 30 pack and you've never had it before, just go ahead and buy it for 12, 13.99 a 30 pack. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this beer. If you like American adjunct lagers, if you like just regular lager type beers, I think that you would really, really love this beer. It does have a little bit more going for it with the mouthfeel. It does have that creamy mouthfeel. Um, it's just such a delightful product, and I can't say anything negative about it. So, 96 out of 100 for this beer. Hope you guys have had a great day so far, and until next time, cheers.